Hey guys, OriginalMe here, and a new cosplay means a new unboxing. So, since Christmas just came and went again, another year, this time I got a Medusa from Cosplay, which again is from MICCOSTUMES, which I will also put their link in the description so you guys can check them out. And the costume, I have it right here. It's out of the package, but I mean it's one piece, so there really isn't much to unbox. It's just one bodysuit. You just get the bodysuit, there's nothing else. It's a one piece thing, it's not in pieces. And they have these on either side of the hood, which they look nice and crisp, which obviously that's what you want in a cosplay. And they even remember to add the details on the little hood thing here. But yeah, they have this on either side, and the zipper runs down the middle, and it's a pretty long zipper, so you can easily get into it. But the fabric is nice and it seems to be well made. And at the end, which is basically the biggest thing I should talk about, is the tail, which it has, when you feel it, you can feel a wire running through it all the way to the end, and so you can bend it however you want and it will keep its shape, which I didn't know when I got the costume. I thought that the tail was kind of just going to be, it was going to be noticeable, but it was going to be limp and just kind of hanging there. But this, now that you can like bend it however you want, if you want it all out or curled or however you want it, that was a really nice feature that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, I mean, talking about this cosplay, it's pretty basic. It's just a black bodysuit with a few white decals on it and then the tail. So there's not much else to talk about, so that means it's time to try on. So I have it on, and first thing, there's just a zipper that goes all the way down here, and it didn't get snagged or stuck on the fabric at all, and it went up smoothly, so that's a plus because crappy zippers are the worst. But this is super comfy because, I mean, it's a loose bodysuit. I expected it to be more form-fitting though, because, I don't know, it's really big in the hip area and like the legs, and I don't really understand why, because like the chest area up here fits pretty good. It's loose, but it still fits. And then when we get to the hips, it's like, what happened? Let me show you the hip thing that's going on here. Alright, so see, like, it looks fine, whatever, but if you pull this out, look how far that goes. And I'm not stretching it. I'm just pulling the fabric out to its length. And see, like this is stretching it, but like, it's only about like that, which, I mean, it makes sense because it's loose fitting. But this goes like that, and it just seems overly big. But it's a nice fabric and it's super comfy, so that makes up for it, you know? Because, I mean, Medusa's cosplay is pretty simplistic other than this, the decals, and the tail pretty much. Speaking of which, the tail is right here. It's still attached to the fabric, so when you let it go and let it fall, it does hang down and just kind of fall there, but the end, about from here, if you bend this out like this or the other way, whichever way you want it to bend, it'll go down like that, and it will look a lot nicer, a bit more noticeable than just, oh, there's a tail that's just kind of hanging off the end of that thing. And then at the end of the legs, there are little cuffs so they can go around your legs and stay in place, which is also a nice feature because I want, you know, the bodysuit to stay in place, except the cuffs for me are slightly big around my legs, which that's just a sizing thing and not the cosplay's fault. So yeah, I think like the crotch and hip area are like overly big, but everything else is pretty nice because this fits all up here. It's just like this huge part that, I don't know. Also, in case you're wondering, there are no pockets in this. I was hoping that there'd be pockets in here because, I mean, like, I know her cosplay doesn't have them, but pockets are always nice to have in any cosplay, so I was hoping that they just add them in here, but no, there is none, which is kind of a disappointment because there's nothing to put anything in, but that's alright. I mean, at cons, you're probably bringing a backpack or satchel or something anyway to put your stuff in, so it all works out, and I'm used to cosplays with no pockets anyway, so I've learned to adapt. So yeah, now it's time for some close-ups, so you can actually see everything up close and review it for yourself. Comfort, a 9 out of 10 because it's very comfortable since it's one piece and loose fitting. Quality, 7 out of 10 because it's a rather simplistic design, so there's not much to judge, but there were parts that were oddly big and the fabric didn't seem as nice as the last cosplay I purchased from their site. Overall, I'm happy with the purchase and I think Medusa will be a fun side cosplay to do some photo shoots in. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next upload.